The way that it looks like I just walked away. Oh, OPC is back. What's up, buddy?
All right, can I explain this or should I just let it die?
No, I think we deserve some explanation.
All right, so Tom has even commented on this. In real life, the makeup makes you look worse. It makes you look a lot better on camera. And I've even commented, I think Ben in real life looks a lot better than he does on camera. And that was my theory, that whatever you're using for a filter makes you look good and everyone else look worse.
What if I told you I wasn't using a filter?
I have heard you say you do use a filter.
What would the filter be?
I don't know. I don't know how the stuff works. But I do think...
doesn't... You mean like the blurring filter? Like
I don't know if it's,
touch up?
I just think in real life...
Now touch up is activated. See how it blurs everything?
But remember when I met Ben, I said you look younger and more handsome in person? I really do think...
I don't remember that. But okay,
yeah,
I'm sure you did.
Whatever you do, it seems to make you look the best.
So then why did you say that I looked better in person when we first met? Or you just...
So what I meant about that is like, no, in real life, like on stream, you seem like super confident and like kind of like tough and like sometimes even like mean. But like in real life, I think I said you looked softer, but just like like when you're looking someone in the eyes, like they have a different... It's not so much necessarily your physical looks, it's like you just seem nicer in person, like more approachable, I guess. Like on stream, like you seem like...
But that's not really what you said. If we could just go back to... It's only about 30 seconds.
He only played that small clip, but I was trying to say if there's any Catholic guys out there...
Well, wait a second. I mean, I just think you should hear this just so that I understand exactly what you're trying to sell me here.
So I'm kind of surprised that people haven't talked about this more, but the Grace you see on stream is not the Grace you see in real life. I think you know this. Lala knows this.
She's even worse. She's even worse in real life.
Yeah, and like people, I haven't really talked about that because I think it's rude, but I don't know if it's the filters or whatever. But like, I showed her the pictures of the girls. So there's a girl that I'm dating now and the girl that I dated before, and they're both much better looking than Grace. Like I don't.
Okay, so let's just take that little segment right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all,
people attributing motives to me that aren't there. That's all. It's just I just get tired of it. That's why I apologize to you. I did say that was the reason I made that comment.
You did. You said on a DM, which you then deleted, that you were sorry that you said that, which you didn't have to say. You're entitled to say whatever you want.
I still think it's rude. I felt bad that I said it because I still think talking about a woman's looks is just a rude thing to do.
But then you also did say, so when we were in person, you gave me an 8.5. Now
I would still stick to that.
Okay, so you said right here that both of your previous girlfriends have been way hotter than me, so they must have been both 10s.
So they have like a different body type. It's a 10 for me.
What would you rate them out of 10? So they'd have to be above 8.5.
Okay, so the blonde one that you saw the pictures of, would you agree? Wouldn't you agree that I would say 9.5? Personally, I felt like a 10, but like I'm saying just on a regular scale, I would say that's... So I
mean, I never saw any pictures of you guys specifically together, but that girl herself was pretty, yeah.
This other girl is a similar body type, but I think because I was so burned by her, she has a lot of different features. Like I told you, she's Mexican, but just like...
Yeah.
It's just a different... Yeah, some people don't... It's no shade on anybody else, but like there are probably runway models that I'm not as attracted to as... Everybody's got knows what they like. You know what I mean? And that's all I was trying to say. That's all I was trying to say. Yeah.
Okay. Let's just play a little bit more of this.
You know, I don't want to be mean to her, but it's like I'm not interested in Grace in that way. It's just more of a thought that like my family used to be in a position a lot like this, and I've talked to Dalmatian more about it, but it's like, yeah, it's just a sad situation.
Joe Shamatoni wants you to rate me. What do you rate me out of 10?
I think you guys you should see her in person. She's much
Answer the question.
More feminine. I would say 8.5.
So you notice I said much more feminine.
8.5.
I'm not interested in Grace.
So you should see her in person.
Can you back that up?
8.5.
Sure. Where do you want me to back up to? Like 15
So
seconds?
I said she's much more feminine. That's what I was trying to get at. Like she's not like this, assassin that she seems like she is on. Like on the dating streams and stuff. Like you could like really tear people apart. But like in real life, yeah, you're just a regular person. You're a lot softer, a lot more feminine than I expected you to be.
I see. Okay, that's understandable. Okay. All right, so we'll take from this that I look better on camera than I do off camera. I've heard Ruby say that. My dad, I've asked him if he thinks that's true. I don't know if that's true or not, but I do know that the camera does something for me, so that's not a big deal. We've taken away from this that you stand by the 8.5 rating, but your girlfriends are significantly hotter than that.
So that's I don't.
In a different way. In a different way. Yeah.
I will show you. If I meet up with you again, I will show you a picture of the newest one, and you tell me I'm wrong. I think you'll agree with me.
Okay. A picture of you guys together, like on a date or something?
So I really don't want her to be doxxed. I have to talk to her and find out what kind of picture she's okay with me sharing. I care a lot more.
No, I mean, like I'm saying, you wouldn't share it with me. I'd just see it on your phone. But I'm saying a picture of you guys together, right?
I have to even talk to her about that. Like, I really respect her privacy. She's not even on.
Well, if you were going to show me a picture of her, why would it make a difference to have a picture of you and her? I already know what you look like.
Well, I just made that offer, but then as soon as I said it, I was like, I should really check with her. I should not just make that offer. I should get her approval.
Oh, okay.
She's a private. She owns a business. She's a private person. She doesn't want to be harassed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get that. I Ruby got doxxed within like a day of meeting up with us. So
yeah, and because she owns a business, especially, she doesn't want to be messed with. So I will talk to her, see what she's.
Okay.
She's
Mexican. Can you tell us how old she is, or like, is she younger than you?
Yeah, I'll tell you the story. Yeah, she's
Okay.
So my brother, you know the story? He went to Mexico as a missionary.
Wait, your brother?
My brother lived in
Okay.
Texas, went to Mexico as a missionary, actually went home, sold everything he owned, and moved there.
Okay.
Married a Mexican woman, has 3 children. So this is the best friend of his wife. She dated a guy for about 8 years, and he just unexpectedly broke up with her. And she was just super brokenhearted. And then she knows my family, she knows of me. And then they just put us together and said, you should talk to this guy. You should meet this guy.
Wait. I'm really bad at following stories. I'm so bad at following stories, literally. Okay, so your brother married a Mexican woman.
He lives in Texas now.
He lives in Texas now.
He lived in Mexico when they met and married. And then.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So they're back in Texas now. You remember when you broke down in Dallas? It wasn't Dallas. It was, and I said I have 2 brothers in the area. You can contact me.
Yeah. When you're in Medford or Meldon or something.
Don't say the name. Don't say the name. Yeah, but he's one of those brothers.
OPC Juan.
So I'll talk to her.
Wait. So wait. Let me just follow this again. It's your brother's wife's sister or friend?
Best friend.
Best friend. It's your brother's wife's best friend. Okay.
Yeah, and when she became single, they were like very eager to get us together.
When she was single, they were very eager to get us together. Oh, okay.
I wasn't looking for anybody, but they just like called me and said, "Hey, get in touch with this girl. We want you guys to meet each other." And so that's how things started.
And she lives in Texas.
I
would assume she lives around your brother's wife since they're best friends.
Yeah, that's true.
Vaguely in the Southwest. Okay. So you have a long distance relationship. Have you met in person?
I don't want to tell you, but I will tell you. Remember my brother? He moved to New York to marry his wife.
Yeah.
That's sort of how, like, if things work out, I will probably be moving to Texas to be with her.
But so you have met her? Oh, come on! You're not doxing anything by saying if you've met her or not.
let me talk to her and just make
Yeah,
sure
well,
she's
how would you be doxing anything if you say you meet her or not? It doesn't matter. How would we know
Because
where you met her?
You know, I texted you the names of the cities that my brothers live in. And so like sometimes
How
when
would
you
I
get
know
mad,
where you met up?
sometimes when you get mad, you get mean. So you have enough information to dox her. I don't know if you realize how much I've told you about her, but you could actually find her business.
She's a Mexican woman who's your brother's wife's best friend. I literally know nothing else about her.
Maybe you forgot, but I did tell you more about her. But let me just talk to her.
But how would saying that you met up with her?
The business that she owns is not a popular business. So
have you made physical contact with this woman?
Yeah.
Yes? You could just say yes.
I just don't trust you. I don't know. I don't want to say something.
You've already described her to me. How is it different to say whether you've made physical contact with her or not?
All I said is she's a different body type than you. I didn't describe her.
Okay, I'm saying I already have all this information. How does it change anything whether like you've hugged her or not? How would that why do you have to ask her about that?
I just don't want her to feel like to find out about that I said something and her to feel like betrayed or hurt. I don't know. I just feel like that's a respectful thing to do.
I'm not asking if you've had sex with her. I'm just asking if you've met her. Have you taken her on a date? Have you taken her out to dinner? You'd take a girl out to dinner before you say, I think I'm going to get married to her, wouldn't you?
I didn't say I was going to get married to her.
Well, you said.
I said if I marry her, I will probably end up moving to Texas to be out there with her family. And because my dad is the only thing left in Maine, and my dad is not long for this world.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
I mean,
Dad, welcome back to the show.
Hey.
Oh boy, now I'm gonna.
Oh, by the way, hold on, really quickly. I just want to say thank you for the 20 British pounds PayPal donation. Thank you very much. That's very nice.
I just wanted to clarify. I just want to apologize for anything that you felt hurt by in that comment, and I stand by everything I said. I
think it was an awkward way to say it, but you're just saying like when you meet someone in person, like it's attractive they're attractive theoretically because it's more personal. But
yeah, I'm just saying she just seemed more like real and feminine. Like her persona is one thing, her in real life is a different thing. Is I guess the best way to.
But obviously, I'm just curious because you're not as old as me. You're not as deep into your late 40s as I am. But would you seriously get married at this stage of your life if you've never been married before, right?
I came from a big family. I always thought I was going to have a big family. I was ready to marry that other girl. If things hadn't gone south, we'd probably be 6 kids deep by now.
The one with the psychosomatic Lyme disease? Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah.
The one who was pretending to be disabled?
She wasn't pretending. She wasn't pretending. Oh. I didn't explain, like, same with the John Galt's thing. Sometimes I don't explain things well. She had real symptoms and a real disease, but it just turned out that the stress in her life compromised her immune system.
Yeah, that happens with what they call long Lyme or something like that.
She had what was called chronic Lyme disease.
Chronic Lyme, yeah. My mother had the same thing. They have it with COVID too. Long COVID, they call it.
Yeah, and it's really not the disease. It's just the fact that your body's so compromised that you're getting ravaged by things that normal people
it is in some sense like a product of your mind, but it's also real. And anyways, but I'm just curious. It's like I'm just honestly curious. I'm not trying to bust balls, but you haven't been married.
No, I've not. And
like, so I would say, do you think you would make that like? I don't really, back in the day, like they still have this rule, like you can't really become like a monk or a nun or something after age 29. They would cut you off because you can't actually transition. You're too set in your ways. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so usually if you have like an older man, a much older man with a younger woman, it's kind of like he's going to be a bachelor and he can provide for her, but like he's not going to be able to be like a young man would be and really change his life for her. Is that what you see? Do you know what I mean?
Well, so the first thing is we have to talk about this. She very much wants children. Mm-hmm. And so if I marry her,
say that again. She has what? She has children?
She doesn't. But she very much wants them. She has 2 dogs that she's like treats like her children, but she's always wanted children.
Oh, that's a nightmare. I had well, anyways, that can be a problem, but it can be fine too. Dog moms are a problem, but also you have a cultural problem. She's Mexican, right?
Well, my brother is married to her best friend. My brother has lived in Mexico. He speaks Spanish. Like, I know some Spanish. I think we could. What most of why I'm like pursuing this relationship is that they know her really well and they know me really well, and so it's kind of just trust, like almost like an arranged marriage. Like, I trust their judgment enough to like give her a chance. Otherwise I would have probably said no.
Is she an American?
She's a Mexican. She's a Mexican boy. So that's part of the reason I don't want to like talk too much about it, because it's controversial, because she's we're working on her paperwork, I guess is the best way to put it.
Wouldn't you be concerned that you're being set up for like a kind of green card arrangement here?
I would otherwise, but they know her. They know her family. She knows my family. It's not like a.
And how long has your brother been married to her? To his wife?
His wife. Let me think. Their oldest son. I think it's 6 years that he knew her for a couple of years. He's been married, I think, for 6 years.
Well, okay.
And
that's a long time.
Yeah. She loves his kids.
So it worked out culturally.
Yeah, they're all in America now, but they still have land and a house in Mexico. I didn't mean to take over your show. I just wanted to apologize.
No,
it's interesting, OPC. People like the OPC lore. Letting me get a smoke break. I'm interested.
Yeah. It's a.
Oh, thank you.
So you
for
don't
the
have any
$5
concerns
PayPal.
with having been a bachelor your whole life, never having lived with a woman. Now you're going to have like a bunch of kids with someone from another country. You don't speak the same language as her, but
so
you're
the
saying,
other thing is she's like Groovy's age, so she's running out of eggs too. I don't imagine we're going to have a bunch of kids.
Oh, okay.
But she would like to have a couple.
It sounds like very pragmatic on both sides, but that can work.
I mean,
well, he hasn't decided to marry her yet. He's just
I haven't bought her a ring. Yeah, and the other thing that I'm somewhat concerned about is I don't want to lead her on, because she is running out of time, and if I can decide tomorrow you're not the one, I want to let her know as soon as possible, because she's running out of time to actually get married and have a family.
Right.
So I don't. Right. Her last boyfriend led her on for 8 years, and so that's why I'm trying to be more sensitive to, like, if I'm 100% convinced you're not the one, I need to let you know as soon as I possibly can.
And just out of curiosity, because like I'm in a similar position to you, but like, do you feel like you're running out of time?
So
or do you not feel like it matters for men?
You know the comedian Gary Gulman?
Grace and I went to see him in concert.
That's one of his jokes.
Or in live show.
That's one of his routines. His dad was 50 when he was born.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, it does happen, but I am running out of time as far as like I don't want to leave. So the other girl that I dated was quite a lot younger than me too, and that's one of the things we talked about is like women live longer than men already. I'm going to leave, I'm going to die quite a long while before you do. Is that something you're okay with? And we had to have those kind of conversations. And so she's aware of my age. I'm aware of her age. If we do get married, we're going to go in this with our eyes open.
Hey, OPC, can I ask you a side question? People are asking me to ask you to unban rejects. It's nice to have a mass unban every once in a while, unless somebody's just like spamming the N-word or whatever.
So what we're going to do is the next host will get to decide who the mods are and who's banned, and so that's probably going to have to wait till the next host.
So you feel like you just haven't met the right one?
I was 100% convinced I had met the right one. I was head over heels.
That was still in your 40s, right?
Yes. But I felt like God had saved me. Like I had waited for the right person. When I actually met her, I was like, this is the perfect, it was worth the wait. She's everything I've ever looked for. I was so ready to get married. The only reason we didn't is because of the health issues. And now I'm so grateful that I didn't, because I was just completely wrong about her.
Yeah.
In her defense,
I'm not trying to throw shade, because I can see where you're coming from, but it's like you've been in the game for like like close to 3 decades at this point, right?
Well, okay, but like you probably know, like Christians don't settle. Like if we don't think if the person's right in like a biblical
I
sense, like we
totally
don't.
understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I felt like I waited for the right reasons, and it paid off because this girl was just everything I wanted, everything I'd ever hoped for, and more.
Yeah.
And then when
I
it
can see
fell
that.
through, I
I
was
don't have
just
a
like,
problem with older men getting married. I would just say,
yeah,
from her point of view, the question would be like, really, like that long? And if it's something like, I was taking care of my parents or I had a debilitating injury, it's kind of like, but you know what I mean? The same as with men. It's like, even with Ruby, I told Ruby, I was like, well, there's a reason you haven't made it happen at
for
age
her
35,
that was actually like a turn on, that like I was waiting for the right person, and then I passed over all these other women and I picked her. So it's like she felt really special. Like I passed over everyone else to have you. And if she had just been honest with me, I probably would be married to her right now. And I don't know if it was just like shame. We never actually had a conversation to be like, now that the truth is out, do you want to still like talk about what happened? She basically kind of just like ran away.
That sounds like a really dysfunctional relationship. No?
Well, she came from a really dysfunctional situation, but I didn't realize the depth of it. I told Grace some of it privately when she was here.
But you were with her for years, is that right?
Yeah, we were just waiting to get married. I can't remember it was, I guess, around 2 years.
But there was a basic deception going on.
I mean, I don't fault her for hiding the things that she was hiding about her past and all. Like, because you might think if I tell him, he'll dump me.
Right. Yeah, I get that. Yeah. I had a girlfriend once in college. She had bulimia, like puke.
Yeah.
And I caught her eating my Nutter Butters and then puking them up. And it was like but you're right. It wouldn't necessarily have been a no-go at the beginning. But since I found out about it, I was like, that's crazy, but I do understand why someone wouldn't want to say, I have like an eating disorder.
Yeah. And I do wonder, like, when were you going to tell me, 5 or 6 years into the marriage? Like, how was I going to, or maybe, I don't know.
Do you think that's do you think you should have seen it, or are you like, well, she was really good at it?
She was a very accomplished liar. She even told me that. I think there were times when she tried to let me know something was going on. She's like, you don't know how good I am at lying. She told me one time. And I thought she was just being like, like Mother Teresa calls herself like a wretched person, like because she's trying to follow.
Right. Yeah, I get
took it as like
a kind of humility, like a humbleness.
Yeah, you have a sensitive conscience, and so you feel bad about lies. But I didn't realize she was actually trying to warn me.
That's actually a way. That's actually a way, I think, for women to like put a little pin in something that they can refer to and go, "Well, I told you."
Yeah, you were warned. I did tell you.
Grace's mother once told me, like, I'm a very jealous person, and I was like, you don't seem to be. I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah, you have to listen carefully, and that's why this new girl, I'm actually like very, very attentive to everything she's saying. I'm like, is this a red flag? So far, I think she's great, but like I said, if I'm not going to marry her, I need to let her know as soon as possible.
Yeah, I just know like what I know about those kind of relationships. There can be a real for good reason, like a lot of reasons for her to be into this that are not necessarily like they're very it sounds it gets pragmatic when women are in their mid-30s. It gets very pragmatic. If you're a foreigner, it can be pragmatic, and so it's hard to discern all that.
She does own her own business. I mean, I do make more money than her, but she's not like hard up for money, so I feel like that's not an issue. And like I said, my family knows her family. I feel like it's pretty safe, but I'm still being careful.
Yeah. And what would make it, what is it that's going to make it or break it for you as far as she goes?
That's a great question.
So, there is still a little bit of a language barrier. Like, I'm not fluent in Spanish. She's not perfectly fluent in English. So like sometimes there are things where like I wish I understood Like I'll sometimes I'll probe her. Like, what exactly did you mean by that? Because did you word that way because you don't know the English language well, or is that something I should pick up on? You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah, that's tricky. Yeah, because I asked Grace today whether she can conjugate the verb to be, and she said no.
That is
So
true.
even when you have a fluent speaker, you can play games with
Yeah.
language, especially if there's a language gap. That's tricky. Yeah.
Yeah, and she's
Plus, you
extremely
don't know really
pro-Israel.
the culture that much.
Well, my sister-in-law is helping me a lot with that. She's really the one that's pushing it a lot. She's like, you've got to marry this girl. She's wonderful. Like, don't let her go. But I'm trying to not be like, let that pressure me. Like, shut up. Let me figure this out on my own.
Yeah.
But she really loves this girl, and she really wants to see her get married and to be married into our family. She wants to be part of the family.
Does it feel
Sounds
weird
like
to
it's
have
a
that?
little
I
bit
mean,
of pressure.
my uncle and my father, who are twins, did the same thing. Married. I forget who. My dad married my mother, and then his twin brother married her best friend, or a really good friend of hers from Norway. So it's similar also in that way. Foreigners, and it's interesting because you have a double tension, right? Because not only are you the brother-in-law, but you're like the friend also. You know what I mean?
Chatter girl, I do understand. I mean, it's not like it's she just
Becomes a little bit like a foursome. I just am saying like spiritually.
yeah.
I'm
No, I
not saying.
understand. Well, so part of like what I find attractive about her is my brother has two young sons, and she's like she just loves them like her own, and that's a very attractive
Oh, he has
quality. I'm
them
like,
from another relationship.
no, his wife, his Mexican wife, he has two children that's part of the reason. Like,
Oh,
I
I
kind of
see.
took a
I
shot.
see what you're saying. She loves her. Okay, sorry. Yeah.
She loves my nephews like
Right.
as much as I do, and that's like that's very attractive in a woman. That like she seems like she'd be a
Yeah.
really good mother. Yeah.
OPC, I'm not trying to dox anybody, but I did get sent this picture. Is this the lovely lady in question?
Grace, you
body
got to
is
give
that?
him credit. That's
I
better
mean,
than
when
you.
you said different body type, I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, she does mog me.
Okay, what I will say is she's petite. She's a petite person, and it's just, I'm not saying she's better than you. That's why I wanted to call her. I'm just like I feel bad that like I didn't mean to hurt your feelings or say anything. You're a very attractive person in your own right, but I'm not trying to. That's not my interest in this whole any of these collabs.
Just by chance, did you happen to start dating this woman after the scooter fall, or was it going on before?
It was before.
Oh, okay.
And also, I need to clarify. Like everyone's like saying I'm having sex with her and stuff like that. Jeremy's telling Spicoli that. Like she's a Baptist. I'm a Baptist. Like we're both pretty serious about our faith. Like there's not a lot of physical stuff going on. It probably won't be
She's
until
a
we're
Mexican
married.
Protestant.
Yes.
Like Lalo.
I don't know what Lalo. I don't think
He's
Lalo's
Protestant.
anything.
He's
Yeah, he goes
Protestant.
to
No,
church.
he goes every week.
But,
Protestant church.
yeah, but that doesn't make you a Protestant. I'm sorry. I've listened to a lot of his takes on things, and like I don't think Lalo's anything. I think he sits in a church, but I don't think he actually believes anything.
Yeah, no, I don't think he's very devout.
Yeah.
But I mean, he is Protestant technically.
Yeah. So I guess I didn't explain. So my brother went down there to build a church for a Protestant. So all these like missionary groups, they'll like raise money and they'll go down, and so they go down there for like 2 weeks, and they're leaving, and the church isn't done yet. And he's like, "What are we doing?" Like because a lot of times they feel like this is just for the people to feel good about themselves. They're not really accomplishing much. So he was just like, screw this. He quit his job, sold everything he had, and went back down and helped them finish the church. Once the church started, he had some kind of he wasn't like the pastor or anything, but he had a sort of a leadership role there. He since started a second church. And then for whatever reason, I think for the children's sake, they decided that it's better to be in America. So they had to go through the whole immigration process. They had to do it legally. Took a while, and so they're up in North Texas now. So
Well,
yeah,
it's interesting. So you have no qualms about the lifestyle change. You're going to move to Texas, live with the Mexican. You're going to have babies, like with all that's involved at your age. Like
it is a lot. Yeah.
I would never at my age do that, but I've already been through all this.
Yeah, well, you already had 6 kids and all that.
Yeah, for the right person, it's worth. But I have lived in Texas previously, Before I did the lobster. I did live in Texas for a while. Yeah, I would do that for if I felt, for a person that I was in love with. Yeah, I would move to China.
Yeah,
that's not a big deal for me.
But you're
you're feeling like it's
main
romantic love, even though there are a lot of obviously practical aspects to it. Like you would say, like you want her to be like head over heels in love with you, and vice versa.
No, I think it's a lot of it's just like I said, like being on the same page. Like I see the way she loves my nephews, and I'm like, that's attractive to me, to have somebody like that would love my children that much. Like I know it's just their dogs, but I see the way she treats her dogs. Like she wanted a family, and she did get a family, so she's kind of felt that need with. She's very kind to her dogs. She's very, she dotes on them.
Now, why not have her come to you in Maine?
Because that's the paperwork issue. Like she's only allowed. It's a long story that I don't really want to dox.
She's only allowed to be in Texas.
So there's travel.
That could be possible.
No, so like my brother was married to his wife in Texas. It still took them like 2 years to get her to be able to come here and stay here legally. Trump really clamped down. And so I would probably go there if we got the paperwork and she wanted to come back to Maine. We would talk about that.
You mean you got to do all the hearings down there?
It's just a whole thing. And the other thing is the Mexicans have to pay for them. It's a pretty outrageous price. And then if they don't get accepted, they lose that money. It's not refunded. So they don't even bother applying unless there's a really good reason to think they're going to be let in. So she's told me that like to get the actual paperwork to be a permanent resident would be just right now. It's not in the cards for her. She's investing in her business and doing things that she wants to do where she's like with what's going on.
But you have a business.
How can she have a business if she's not a citizen? Oh, she's in Mexico is what you're saying.
It's a long story. I don't want to get into it all because I don't want to get in any kind of.
I understand that. Yeah. All right. Well, I wish you the best. Give us any relationship updates, and I don't take it personally that you said what you said.
Okay. And if I show you her picture, like you'll understand. Like it's no shade on you. It's just I like her, and I think she's very beautiful.
Believe me, I understand.
Okay. All right. No shade. I'm sorry.
I mean, is it a similar vibe?
A similar body type, yeah. She's got glasses. She's a little more like she likes to read. She's
less like Real Housewives looking.
I'll show you a picture. If she gives me permission.
I'm very curious. Okay. All right.
That scares me.
Thanks for calling in, OPC.
All right. I'm sorry.